Good morning. Good morning. Oh no. Oh. Hey, good morning, missing days. Happy Friday. We've had a stormy couple of days. I think it's going to rain all weekend, but right now, the sun is out in Michigan, looking real nice. Yeah, we've had a lot of tornado warnings, a lot of high wind, a lot of trees getting knocked down, but so far so good on my end, though. No, I haven't lost electricity in a while. I feel like every storm I would lose power or at least brown out for a little bit. But now, I think they did a bunch of tree trimming, my electric company. And it really worked. I was really skeptical. They're like, hey, we're really focusing on. It's like, yeah, whatever. And then it worked, at least for me. It has been a tough week to wake up. You know what I miss is summer break. Something you don't get from being an adult is the concept of a summer break. And even when you're a teacher, right, you get summer break, but you're like working on stuff during the summer, right? You're kind of still working. Maybe not 100%, but I want it. 3 months off. That sounds incredible. Every year. And not only that, but all the adults around me also get their summer break so we can hang out. Not that I ever did. I was always like, video games, shower a whole lot less, eat. Those were my summer vacations. I remember feeling burdened by going places. My mom was always trying to take us to nice places, like we had a cabin up north. And I'm like, this is interrupting my gaming. If I could go back, sometimes Not to say I have regrets, but I wish I would have enjoyed those times more and realized that the video games are not the things I look back on fondly. Needed you, bro. I'm going to do my cardio right now. There you go. Get it in. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. Get it in the morning. Glad to inspire you. Yeah, a lot of sports stuff, a lot of outdoor. Like, I had the opportunity to fish and learn fishing. Cole, thank you. Good morning. Look at that gorgeous face. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you, Cole. I love a fan of any kind as long as you come back. I'm getting the vapors, Cole. Thank you. Gorgeous. I'll take it. Hey, thank you for the follow. It's still fun to see that, like, even many years later, people are still doing, like, alternate text to break the sensors. Can you backflip yet? Cole, or I'm not even gonna lie, not even one attempt has been made to start getting better at backflipping. Let's go. Thank you, Oleg. Do a wheelie. Jason the
Shadow
goat. Hey, I'll
the
take
Vampire
it.
said, "Good morning, Jason."
Hey, good morning, Shadow. Do a wheelie. Yeah, let's see if I can pop up. How much force would I have to bit? All the weight of this is in the front, so I'd have to really lean back to get a good wheelie in. And I would crash through the floor. I imagine it's possible. There's like a little lip on the back here. Leave a dent in the floor, yeah. There's a little wheelie preventer on the back of the exercise bike here. I wonder if assault bikes were made without this little, like, lift handle in the back, and people were doing wheelies. Interesting little solution. Work it, friend, work it. Thank you, Lyle. Getting it in. Again, the morning routine. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. This is like brushing my teeth. This is like taking a shower. This is like putting clothes on. Get it out of the way. And I have the rest of the weekend to do whatever. Ladies love six-pack. I don't think my wife does. I think if I had a six-pack, she'd be like, oh, what am I going to sleep on now? She's like, can you eat this dozen donuts? I go, for you, anything. I mean, that used to be a huge motivating factor for me, though. For the longest time, before I got married and met my current partner, every time I'd lose weight, it's because I wasn't getting any dates. And I would, put it all on my physical appearance and not my almost incel level attitude towards women. Not that bad, but... I didn't know how to deal with. All my hobbies are male dominated, and not saying they should be, but it's just the facts of it, like computer science and video games. I mean, trust me, we were all hoping more women would get involved. I like to yell at women, especially when Florida State is on TV. Why does Florida State have a basketball team or a football team? I don't know. That's a multi-level joke. I don't know the context of football. Yeah. So you like to, because they're ladies? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Sorry. I'm sure it was a good joke if you knew the reference. Sometimes I get in my head about something, especially when I make a joke that contains any reference. I'm like, does anyone know what the show I'm talking about is? It's like remarkably a good joke if you know the reference. But then no one reacts. I'm like, nobody knows the reference. Maybe I need to stop making these kind of jokes. Where we are still in a Michigan heat wave. It has not let up. The rain yesterday felt pretty good, but it was like an intense storm rain, so it wasn't just a little quiet rain. I feel very out of shape for sumo on Sunday. I'm a little worried. You know, I really slacked off this past 2 weeks maybe. You know, leading up to vacation. I think I was pretty good. But coming back from vacation, definitely not very sedentary, but, you know, haven't been getting these morning workouts in. Haven't been lifting weights. Arms are getting a little flab. We'll get back there. Today we'll do the old faithful. I'm trying to stop being so fancy. You know, I tried out supersetting, and then I just get too in my head, and I spend too long on a superset. I like the circuit, because the circuit, you get it all in, and then repeat. Maybe boring to watch, maybe not the most effective to do, but for me, somehow, it works. I don't know. So I got to do what works for me. And then, you know, I'll try stuff every once in a while, but if it gets me into the habit of not doing it, I got to drop it. And I feel like that's what supersetting was doing for me. Again, when I try to get massive, then I'll try. I need like a gym membership or something, or spend the whole day, or not the whole day, but it'd still be like an hour. But, you know, it's easier to superset at the gym when I can like just walk over to a piece of equipment. There's no like setup or I gotta watch a video or something. I think that's the benefit of all the machines. You're like, why are there so many damn machines at the gym? It's so I don't have to look up a video. It's like, slap your fat, flabby body into this machine and do that only motion that we allow you to do. And it's on hinges. Just do that motion. I'm like, okay, deal. You're taking the training out of it. You're like, I'm forcing you to do good form because I don't know how you would get in this machine and do anything otherwise. So I completely get it. I understand. Because when you see some guy leaning over in a video, he's like, arms at 45 degrees, back at 90. You're like, what? And then you do it. You're like, I'm 1,000% doing this wrong. All right. Arms at 270. Back at 45. It's like, what? This can't be right. This guy must be messing up his cardinal directions because I'm literally like Hellraiser torturing myself. I'm feeling the burn, but because I think I'm doing it completely wrong. Oh, 1 second here. Aha. I think I found out why the text-to-speech didn't play. Whew, sorry, 1 second. General, there we go. Speaker disconnected. Haha. Oh, I didn't play that either. Oh shit, because I closed it. Sorry, 1 second. I found a bike that you could connect to the internet.
Bogan official said, "This what happens when 1 day of no stream."
Morning, Mr. Seeker. Morning, Bulk. Yeah, hold on. All right, that should be better. At least I could hear it.
MR_seeker said, "Morning." No mornings.
Yes, good morning. Morning relative to me. There you go. Much better, much better.
I live in a 24/7 world.
There you go. Every moment is every other moment. Mr.
It's
Seeker,
always good day.
when I was looking into getting this bike, I was like, no sunlight in the basement anyways. No way to tell if it's day or night. Yeah. I've thought about it. I was going to do yesterday's stream in the basement, and then I got in the basement, and I started cleaning the basement. I just got into chores all day, and I had to go shopping, and I cleaned the bathroom. Yeah. And then it was like, oh my God, the whole day went by. Didn't get a workout in.
Foul dungeon creature.
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much turned my day off into a work day. Sometimes you need those, though. Sometimes chores just build up and you gotta... I don't like it, but... Yeah, no. When else am I gonna find the time? And it feels good. It's almost like playing, like, Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon. You know, sometimes a part of your
have
field...
a dungeon than a basement.
Gets a little bit of weeds or something, or there's monsters or something. You gotta clear them out. That feels good. I tried to tell myself that, like, chores are like Stardew Valley. Like, I'll be playing a game where I'm, like, plucking weeds, and I'm like, what am I doing right now? I could literally be doing this at my actual house. It feels good. I used to have the most embarrassing lawn on the block. And now I think I'm like upper, just above average maybe. some people with really manicured lawn and they water lawn. Yeah, watering the lawn is something I never do, but, you know, that would get me to a new level. And then, you know, top level is the not a weed on the damn thing. That person's out there every morning. You know, there's a lot of, you know, roses are nice, but roses, you know, are very hard to take care of. They're very temperamental. You know, if it rains, you know, the petals will like mold and decay. So if you know a rain is coming, you know, you have to go out there and like bag them.
Bulkbogan official said, they should make Stardew Valley but for Meth Lab.
Hey, didn't they already do that? I haven't played it yet, but I've heard that Schedule 1 game is very fun. Looks kind of interesting. Although, from what I've seen of it, it's just kind of like a weird simulator. But again, good for that guy. You know, indie developer, just has a run-off success. He's just making something that's fun for him. There used to be a game for the TI-83 graphing calculator that was kind of similar to that.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
just
fun.
like
You just click
buying
around
and
UI
selling
boxes
of
will they exhaust all the options.
illicit substances. Bowser's Big Bean Burrito, good morning. Oh, I haven't played it. Is that all it is? It sounds like that'd be fun for EVE Online
I call
players.
it Frine Slop. Games that are fun because you play with friends.
Okay. Yeah, I get that totally. Sins of a Solar Empire. I love that game. I had many LAN party, long games playing Sins of a Solar Empire.
MR_Seeker said, so is the Wii.
Then I played it alone. I was like, this game sucks. Mainly because the bots were like actually playing the game and not just making alliances and teaming up on people. Let's go. Thank you, New Boots Goofin. Thank you. Getting in a good morning workout right before work, starting the day right. What's another game that was only fun with friends? You know, Mario Party, I think that's the intention though. You know, Mario Party, no, maybe not, because that's still kind of fun to play alone. A lot of fun mini games, a lot of weird stuff, but definitely way funner with friends. But that's the intent. It was made that way.
Minecraft,
yeah, I think so. Way funner with friends. But I want, you know, I don't know. I guess it's hard to critique that as a negative, because with friends it is
Halo Evolved.
so much more fun. Yeah. I think now we're just naming multiplayer games. So of course it's like
Halo Evolved, sniper only.
oh yeah, I miss those. Slappers only for GoldenEye. Those were like fun game modes, really fun, you know.
The best way to get multi-headshots.
I don't think I've ever gotten that. I think until you said it right now, I didn't even know that was possible in Halo. I think it's interesting because it's, yeah, you're playing with friends and you sort of have a chance. You have that one friend who's like the best at it. I think a game can really be ruined. Like I've said this before, but when you go to like a tournament and you think you're really good and you've been playing with your friends like a lot, like many late, countless nights, late, sleepless nights in your basement, and you're training, and then you go to your first tournament and everybody loses every game, including your friend that whoops your butt. You're like, well, at least he's gonna win. No. It's like, I hate this game now. What is the, you know? I guess it was just like, man, I guess I'm not learning any skills in this. Like, I guess I'm only learning how to beat only my friends. It was like it was almost like a sense of loss. It was like, the game I'm talking about specifically is Smash Bros. The game died that day for me. You know, going to a tournament and hearing your friend who whooped ass didn't win a single match at a local tournament that nobody was at. It's just people near us. That was so upsetting.
I had double headshot and triple headshot by spawn, due to the sheer amount of headshots.
Oh, there you go. I feel like that would happen in Call of Duty because the spawns were like very predictable. So if you just spawn camp, it was highly effective. Just start chucking grenades at a spawn. You don't even have to look. Just have your whole team take turns tossing grenades in a couple common spots or hot areas. You know, people would like crouch around certain areas when you're about to go in a big open field. You'd crouch behind that one wall. So, hey, just keep lobbing grenades at that thing. You'll get a kill eventually from somebody's snail pace peeking out from under there. That's always fun.
Blood Gulch, everyone spawned around the area.
Yeah. I love the grenade where you throw it and you didn't see anyone, but you know people gather right there, and then you get the kill confirm. It's like, oh my god, I knew it. I'm so smart. I go there. I knew someone would be there eventually.
Usually it's the shield gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a good change up from mechanics to, you know, I think Halo was the first to do that, right? You know, you got the get rid of health packs, but you have the shield thing. Or did it have health packs? I can't even remember. But you had your shield and you regenerated. Like that. Take it all out of it, yeah. I don't want to go collecting a bunch of stuff. Like in a heated fight, I don't want someone to have a big health jug or something and then just win because they were next to an item spawn.
Had packs, but you had a shield to prevent you against the first headshot.
There you go. Something to even it out for us normal folk.
Sniper had to shoot twice, first shield, then head.
Interesting. All right, 30 more seconds on the bike here, then we'll lift some weights. Going back to Old Faithful. Just doing the circuit. Maybe I'll work in some push-ups and sit-ups. All right, there we go. Third 10 minutes. All right, let's lift some weights.
I have a Xbox Halo Green. Wanna play?
Okay. I don't own any consoles anymore, I feel like. I have a Wii, a PS4, PS3, and a Switch. Those are the only consoles I own, and I should really get rid of all of them, except for maybe the Switch. The Switch is the only thing I like even casually play anymore. And the PC. I play a ton of
Switch
PC
1
games.
or 2?
Just one. Yo, I really want to play Mario Kart World, but you know, I just gotta wait. Can't be.
Why not 2?
No money, no time. All right, here we go. Let's lift some weights. Bicep curls. Gonna take the break on the 35s. I think I need to get the variable weight thing. I think that's the best option. The one where you could click in the weight and turn it up or down, and then it goes up like 10 pounds each time. I was like, damn, that's like $300 or something. I was like, maybe I can find one used or something. But now I see the value.
In the worlds of our Nintendo overlord, you traitor.
Oh, there you go. All right, bicep curls. 1. Slow. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. All right, do tricep extension here. I feel like I could go right back to bed. You know, I slept in late yesterday. That's one of the reasons I didn't do a workout yesterday. And then, yeah, I went to bed early. I went to bed at like 10 yesterday. I don't know. I hate when I do it, but I feel like I always want to. But I don't know if you really get the benefit of it. I just feel like I want to sleep for like 3 days and just do absolutely nothing. But then you do that, and you're like, why didn't I do anything? I had all that time. You know, life is weird. All right. 1. Keep elbows tucked in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, do some rows here. Thank you for the let's go. All right. Rows. Here we goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Saw you 2 months ago and you are starting to really show progress. Hey, thanks. Yeah. I'm showing progress on the scale as well. It's we're trending downward. It's really working. Hey, thanks for tuning back in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Switch arms. That's awesome to see and hear. Yeah. You know, it's easy to feel like it's not working in the moment and stuff, but yeah, you have to just persist and it'll happen. I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those things where if you stop doing, you're definitely way worse off. You know, again, it's like if someone made fun of you for, hey, your teeth ain't white. You say you've been brushing your teeth? I don't see it.
Shadox the Vampire said, what's your weight at right now?
259, Shadow. So we're getting down there. We're in the new threshold. We're in the 250s. I'm trying to get to the 249 by September. So if you were like felt shame about your teeth and you were just like, why even brush my teeth? I'm just going to stop brushing my teeth because my teeth aren't white, according to this guy. It looks like I'm not even brushing them anyway. Your teeth would rot out of your head. Like, no one does that, I feel like. But people do that all the time with weight. It's like, oh, you're still fat. You just say you're working out. It's like, yeah, it just takes a long time. Hey, what's up, Jimmy B. Lifton? Jason, my boy. So, keep going, persist. You know, you're not going to show results right away. But if you stick with it, they will come. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. You put in the work. What's good, my dude? Having a good morning. Ready for a good Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Patience is the most common trait amongst the successful with their weight and physique goals. Yes, yeah. Because what happens before? It's like, I have a wedding in a month. It's time to start losing weight now. Well, you might make progress in that first week. You might drop like 10 pounds pretty quickly. But then after that, you might stagnate. And you're doing the same thing. That's just how your body works. I don't know. You lost like water weight or... Yeah, what is that easy weight to lose? I imagine it's mostly water weight, right? I don't know physics or nothing, but... And then you're like, what am I doing? I'm working out and I'm still as fat as I ever was. But no, you're building muscle, you know. It's great for your body, but the fact that you're putting the result all on one number and you're doing it for one thing and not your just general health. Yeah, exactly. Then you get two in your head, you know, you plateau inevitably, which happens in everybody's weight loss journey. You know, you're like, I'm eating right and I'm working out and I've plateaued. It's like, yeah, your weight, but like everything else, you know, you're still building muscle, you're still burning calories, you're in a good routine. Again, yeah, you wouldn't say I'm not making progress on my teeth. You know, uh, people say I don't smell good, great. I'm just gonna stop taking a shower because what's even the point? It's like, it's such a backwards level of thinking. I don't know. Sorry. All right. Some side lateral. One. I'm trying to treat it. Yeah, just like a dang. Stop treating working out like a sport. 4. Don't pop 3 tires because you got a flat. Exactly, yeah. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. All right, switch arms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Work some squats in here. Just regular squats. I haven't been doing my sumo stomps. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I like sumo. I like watching it a lot. I think doing it, you know, I think the first practice I like kind of bruised my ribs and it really hurt. Uh, and I was like, okay, that's a one off. And then it happened again, and I feel like maybe sparring is not something I should be doing. I think if I get injured, it's really gonna put a damper on my health goals. And while it's fun and I like having something to be competitive at, I don't know if you know I'm willing to keep going when injury rate seems pretty high. Uh, I try to go all out or whatever, and I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep going with it, but I have been questioning, especially like maybe I just got unlucky and I had 2 injuries like back to back. But yeah. All right, let's do some squats. I don't know why that made me go into a tangent about that, but it's something that's been on my mind. Sorry if I show crack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll do 20. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! All right, a little bit of a break. Let the heart rate come down. One more of those. Then we'll do sit-ups, push-ups, and a plank. Yeah, this is another part of my weight loss journey. I guess, you start to plateau in your determination a little bit because it's like, I'm getting results, yeah, and it's feeling good. I'm putting a lot of time into it and really trying to focus on my health. But there's a lot of other things in life I want to do. Not saying I'm quitting anytime soon, but it definitely wears on you the amount of time I load up into there. And I think solution to that maybe going down to like 3 or 4 weekdays a week, a little bit less. That's a scary thing to do because it's like, if I break the habit, will I just take it down to 2 days after that? And then I start to gain weight because 2 days is not enough, I feel like. 3 days is like rock bottom minimum, I feel like, to actually see results. 2 days, you just kind of hurt always. It's like not enough time to switch up muscle groups and stuff, and there's too much rest in between. And so then you're just like perpetual soreness. 3, I feel like, is a good number to round it out. You can keep stuff sort of store, but make some progress. 4 or 5, you're getting into like, athlete stuff. Just takes a lot more time though. I thought about like mixing up the talking portion of this. Like, if I had a talk show, would I just go in blind? Maybe get some segments or something. Just treat it like a late night talk show host. Write some stuff out. I don't know. That would feel too fake, I guess. And I don't have a team of writers. But things I've been thinking of to keep the stream interesting and, while I'm stagnating in progress. I think it'll only be impressive. I knew this from the start. It's only going to be slightly impressive if I lose a ton of weight. And even then, it's kind of like it's been done before. People are like, oh, whoa, that's a good before and after. And then they're already disinterested. So like months and months of work for a mild pop or in, interest of the public. If I'm going to keep people after that pop, I have to be like entertaining. And I don't think a streamer level of entertaining is what I'm going for because, those are clearly applying to a younger demographic. Like, stream is kind of interesting, but they do, all this big streamers do like such clickbaity stuff. You're like, don't insult my intelligence. I could tell that guy's a plant. I could tell you had this whole thing, and they're like, what? He did that? Oh my God. It's like, everything's so fake. Like, when reality TV would happen that, howdy, Co. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Good morning. Poppy getting active. Oh, hell yeah. All right, let's get into round 2. All right, bicep curls. Anyway. Stuff that annoys me. with the current state of entertainment. 1. Hey, Tyler, thank you for the follow. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, thanks for dropping in at all. And thanks for sharing the stream. 9. 10. 11. I'm starting to swing him. Don't swing him. 12. Giggity. Hey, good morning. WQ. Hey, oh, thank you. Yeah. WQ, you've been good. We're sticking with it. All right, here we go. Triceps. Yo, hey, what's up, Jake? Good morning. Thanks for dropping in, doing a workout. Fat slob that's trying to become normal. And then we could talk about getting fit. I'm just trying to get to a normal weight right now. But thank you. Good morning. Good. How's it going? All right. Tricycle extensions. 1. Keep the elbows tucked in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I'm stuffing myself with Sydney Sweeney right now. Who's Sydney Sweeney? Is she like a singer or something? Well, good for you, Matt. You're getting some more Friday morning strange. Or I guess it's not strange if she's famous, but you know, everybody's got their morning routines. All right, here we go. Rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hi there, Daddy. Good morning. 9. How's it going? 10, 11, 12. Woo. Good to hear. Good morning, Bahorse. Dadgum 10 sets of hunch and crunch. Okay. A very fun way of speaking. Hubba bubba. Hey, I'll take that. How are you? I'm doing well. Getting in the morning workout. You know, setting up the weekend right. And on the weekend we rest, especially on Saturdays. Can I see your feet? On the Patreon. No. On my non-existent feet-only Patreon. All right. Do some side lateral raises. Then I do some squats. That might be up your alley, the horse. And then maybe we'll do sit-ups, push-ups, and end with the plank. I never rest. I keep slamming. Oh, there you go. Well, you're going to tear something eventually. You can't Hulk out. Even the Hulk's got to, go not green for a little bit. You can't stay Hulk 24/7. All right. 1, 2. That was my annoyance when they did that with the Avengers or whatever, and Hulk, he had to stay Hulk. He couldn't become Bruce Banner again. That had to take a toll on his body or something, right? They did, just to completely ignore that. Crank for 10 hours, eat for 14. No sleep. There you go. Every time I come across you on my for your page, homie, I'm happy to see you're still crushing it. Hey, thank you, Juddy. Can I see it? Really? Okay. There you go. It's like Quaker girls like lifting up their full body skirts, and you see a little bit of skin, and you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. All right. 5. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. The heli. The heli? What? 1. 2. 3. 4. Ooh, don't want to swing it. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. All right, 20 squats, and now we're done. I'll save the plank for another day. I gotta get to work. So, all right. End the workout strong, though. Finish it out. Here we go. 20 squats, then we donezo. Maybe I should face this way so I can at least still see everything. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo-wee. All right, have a good day. Have a good rest of your weekend. See you on Monday. I work out 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, usually. If I ever miss a workout, I try to make it up later, but some days it's like this. Anyway, have a good weekend. See you Monday. Thanks for all the new follows and likes. Peace. All right, so let's check. Hey, thank you, BitForest. Can a little crip make it whimper? Yeah. All right. Why is the floor cracking up every time? Because my fat ass is going to fall through that thing one time. But, yeah, this room needs a lot of work. Anyway, have a good weekend. Catch you on Monday. Peace. Oh. Fingers too fat. There we go. See you, Jimmy. See you, Mr. Seeker. See you, Bullock. See you, Shadow. Have a good weekend. Catch you Monday. Peace.